Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Embracing Abundance. I'm so glad that you've joined me today. Thanksgiving and Christmas are quickly approaching, and this episode is actually coming out a day before Thanksgiving. And first of all, where did all the time go? I swear it was just April, and I was planning for my wedding in May. I honestly think we may have skipped summer altogether. I really don't know how it happened. It's crazy. And growing up, I remember adults always talking about how fast the time goes. And I thought that, they didn't know what they were talking about. Time doesn't go by that fast. But yeah, it's very real. And 2024 will be here before we know it. And I am just in shock. But anyways, today's episode is going to be a super valuable episode all about the holidays and how we can balance indulging in good food and sweet treats while also still being able to stay on track with our fitness goals. I feel like it's a common thought that we can either have one or the other. We can either enjoy our holidays and the quote unhealthy food and not achieve our fitness goals and wait until January, or we can skip out on all the food, be super strict, and then we can hit our goals. For some reason, a lot of people don't think that there's an in-between, that you can have both, but I know for a fact that that's not true. And for those of you who didn't know, I run an online health and fitness coaching company, and time again, we help women lose weight during the holidays without any type of restriction and diet. So not only can they get to their fitness goals, they also don't have to give up their favorite sweet treats, and better yet, have zero guilt when they do indulge. But I do know this topic can be super overwhelming and confusing for some, so that is what this episode is all about. I'm going to share with you guys the extensive 12-step process that will teach you how to navigate the holiday season so you can have both this year and all of the years to come. So let's dive in. Number one is to plan ahead. You can set yourself up for success by having a plan, and this can be a flexible plan. It doesn't have to be super strict, super detailed. Sometimes we don't know exactly what we'll be getting ourselves into this holiday season, but do your best to go into your weeks, your days, vacations, or family time with a plan. Know the workouts you can realistically do and when you can do it so that you can get them done ahead of time. Maybe you have a full day of family activities, but most of your family sleeps in until 9 and things don't actually start until 10. So you wake up at 7 and get your movement in beforehand instead of giving it up entirely. Or this may mean that on a typical week, you would normally work out for 5 days, but on vacation, you're going to drop this down to 2. Basically, you don't have to tell yourself that you have to do 6 times a week at the gym when that's not really practical for your holiday schedule, or it's not something that you even want to do. You still want to be able to have time with family. So what can you realistically do? You have to ask yourself that. Plan for something that you can realistically do so that you don't feel like you're failing during the holidays. Also, plan and focus on the meals that you can control. Sometimes you don't have full control over what there is to eat, and you also don't want to be the annoying person that complains over calories at dinner or is a burden on family members not catering to your nutritional needs. Right? You may have holiday parties where you don't have many options, or those family dinner nights, or there's a bunch of Christmas cookies, all of that kind of food that is not typically nutritious, and sometimes we can't control that. And obviously we don't want to starve ourselves either. So that's fine. You can't control that. It is what it is. You have to accept that. But maybe you do have a little bit more control of breakfast and lunch. And because you have planned ahead, you know that dinner will be a little crazy. So you make sure to get your nutrients, your protein, veggies, all that good stuff in the prior meals and stay on track there so you can feel fueled going into that crazy dinner. This will just allow for a better balance and is better than just saying, screw it, my dinner is messed up, my diet's out the window, I might as well not even worry about it for breakfast or lunch either. We don't want that kind of mindset because that's only going to make you feel worse. Also, most of the time we can still control some of our habits. So if you know that waking up and chugging water and doing some gratitude and journaling makes you feel good, still do that. Just because you're on vacation or it's the holidays doesn't mean that everything has to go out the window. Still get your water in, still do your gratitude, get your steps in, focus on what you can control with your habits, your food, and your workouts, and let go of the uncontrollable. Number 2, communicate your goals. Letting your family and friends know about your long-term goals can help you have a sense of accountability and relief. If nobody knows what you're trying to accomplish, then you may not be very accountable to yourself, or you're less likely to be accountable to yourself and have a higher chance of letting yourself not follow through with those goals, with those habits, with that food plan. But if you communicate that and you tell your family, hey, look, I'm on this fat loss journey. I'm still going to enjoy myself a little bit, but I'm just letting you know so that you can help me stay accountable. that can be a really great way to have that accountability partner. And who knows, they may even join you, that they may think it's a great idea and want to go alongside of you. I will say though, be careful about who you tell, because some generations think a little differently. If you know, you know. And especially during the holidays, some people can say some out-of-pocket stuff, or they have a different perspective on dieting and fitness than you do. So just pick someone that you're close to tell about your fitness goals. You don't have to make a whole family speech about it if you don't want to. That's up to you, but just communicate your goals to someone that's close to you. Number 3, try your best to stay on track for breakfast and lunch. Now, we already mentioned this in the first point, but I really feel like it needed its own step. Family dinners, desserts, eating out more than usual, it's normal and it's okay during the holidays. You shouldn't feel guilty for that, but most of the time you do have 1 or 2 meals a day that you can control, so try to stay on track there. Get your veggies in, definitely get your protein in, eat as many whole foods as possible during these meals. Now, there may be days where you eat out for 2 out of the 3 meals, or even all 3 meals, but ask yourself, can I control it? Probably not, so you shouldn't be stressing about that. And we'll talk in later steps about choices to make when you are out to dinner or out to lunch, and how to make the best choices for your body. Step number 4 is to practice moderation and avoid the all or nothing mindset. This one is so important, and something that I used to struggle with pretty badly, and I see people continue to struggle with, is just the all or nothing mindset, especially during the holidays. You know, January 1st is right around the corner. Your New Year's resolutions are coming up, so you're letting that be your excuse, telling yourself, oh, I ate 5 cookies last night by accident. Because I already messed up, I'll just have 10 pieces of French toast for breakfast, more Christmas cookies for a snack, mashed potatoes for lunch, and a massive dinner and red velvet cake to top it off. Look, you didn't mess up. It's the holidays. Just because you overindulged doesn't mean you have to keep overeating. It doesn't mean that you ruined your progress. What's hurting your progress is thinking that you have to be perfect when that is humanly impossible. Enjoy cookies, enjoy your mashed potatoes and cake in moderation, yes, but don't let your guilt and overindulgence convince you that you should eat more. Another thing, if we are restrictive from the start, you're more likely to feel the all or nothing mindset and overeat on foods you think are off limits. So just don't restrict foods from the start, and you have a higher chance of achieving moderation. Number 5, eat mindfully. And what this means is stop eating when you're full, eat when you're hungry, eat slower, limit your distractions, eat foods that make your body and brain feel good, drink more water. Really just listen to what your body is telling you. Ask yourself this question: are you eating right now because of emotions, or are you actually hungry? And you'll be surprised by how your eating habits shift throughout the holidays. Not only that, but your relationship with food will improve drastically because you're not letting food control you. You are controlling yourself and your food. Number 6, get active together. I love this one. If you're with your family, use this as a time to bond. Maybe you can't make it into the gym. It's just not really fitting into your schedule. How about a family walk instead? Or maybe you can make it into the gym and you invite your cousins to come along with you. This is what I did one Christmas when my family and I flew out to California to see all of our extended family. My sister, my cousins, and I all got free passes at a local gym. We woke up early in the morning before our parents and family woke up, and we all worked out together. It was great. It was so fun. And just because it's a holiday doesn't mean you have to count out all movement. Try and find ways to make things fun and to just get out and get moving with your family. Number 7, prepare nutrient-dense dishes. You can have meals prepared that are full of veggies, protein, and whole foods. I love having chilies and soups already prepared so that I can quickly heat it up and it's no hassle. I'm still getting all of the nutrients my body needs. Or even just finding a healthier alternative of typical holiday foods is another great way to still enjoy delicious foods while staying on track for your goals. Now, obviously, if everyone is having a sit-down meal and food is prepared buffet style for everyone, I'm not going to be the one eating something different, but for maybe a meal that's not like that, or for lunch, this is a great option. So just try and opt for veggies and proteins when you can. Even when you're at a restaurant, we still want to feel good, and this balance will just allow us to get the nutrients our body needs without feeling restricted. Number 8, you want to be prioritizing your sleep. Proper sleep is so important to your health and fitness goals, regardless of the season, but especially important when things are a bit chaotic, like the holiday seasons. You're already not on your normal routine, and the last thing you want to do is throw poor sleep into the mix. Sleep helps aid in recovery, regulates your appetite and stress hormones, and maintains consistent energy levels. And this is typically one of the things that you are more likely to be able to control during this holiday season. So make sure you're prioritizing your sleep and you're giving your body the rest and recovery that it needs from this chaotic season. Similarly, you want to take time to de-stress. Holidays can bring a lot of stress, which can negatively impact your health. So take time for yourself and make an effort, maybe 1 to 5 hours a week, to do something that brings your stress levels down and helps you find peace. Maybe it's waking up a little earlier to do some Bible study or journaling or meditation, or it's going on a quick walk by yourself. Regulating our stress is essential to our health, and just like our sleep, we're already out of routine. We don't want super high stress levels to make things worse. Number 10, have dessert. Yes, I am telling you to have dessert. If you want it, have it. I will never tell you to skip out on pumpkin pie or red velvet cake because I sure won't be skipping out on that. And like I touched on earlier, restricting only leads to overindulging. One slice won't ruin your progress, just like one salad won't make you healthy. This dessert can satisfy your cravings now, and your likelihood to binge later on goes down, leading to a more sustainable approach that you can actually be consistent with. Number 11, and this one's a big one because I know so many of you are guilty of it. I was guilty of it too, but don't skip your meals leading up to a big meal. Remember, control what you can control, but skipping breakfast and lunch because you plan on having 5 servings of Thanksgiving dinner is only harming your relationship with food. You're basically telling yourself you don't deserve to eat now and you're going to fast all day because you plan on eating too much later on, and that's, quote, bad, so you want to save your calories for that quote, bad meal. So just listen to your body and your hunger levels, fuel your body, give it nutrients, and enjoy a larger than normal dinner. If your body is hungry at 8 a.m. and you're waiting until 4 p.m. to eat, that's not healthy. So it's just one meal, 1 day of the year or 2 days of the year. Free yourself of that guilt for your own sanity and to better your relationship with food. Lastly, and most importantly, be present and make memories. The most important part of the holidays are the memories that it creates and the time spent with your families. A lot of those memories come from the family dinners, baking with your grandparents, seasonal coffee drinks. So always, always, always prioritize those memories, but be sure to practice all of these steps above and really just get into that mindset that a balance is needed to truly feel free with food and to enjoy the holidays guilt-free while still being able to stay on track for your fitness goals. Again, be present, make memories, and remember this: when you look back on vacations or good days, what's the one thing that always sticks out? It's definitely the food most of the time, or at least it is for me, but really good food is a good time, which means good memories that will last a lifetime. And that is my 12-step process to free yourself of guilt this holiday season so you can enjoy time with your family, you can enjoy the good food, and still stay on track with your fitness goals so you don't have to wait until the New Year's, and so you can really just get out of that all or nothing mindset now. Hope you guys have the best holiday season yet, and if you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, do me a favor and share it with someone you think could benefit from this, and also leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It really just helps spread our mission here at Trainer Payton's Coaching. Until next time, bye!